Hey, it's Scott once again, and yeah, I'm back on the road, as you can tell, but I do have both hands on the wheel. That was one at a time, yeah, I'm heading out to speak to an entire school district tomorrow, and talking about team culture and trying to create the best team culture for the entire district and community, small community, small school district. So excited to be doing that. But I always like to come to you when I'm doing that for a variety of reasons. One is, you get a lot of time on the road, so I get a lot of thoughts going, and so this is a good time. Two, it helps me stay awake on long drives. Three, because I'm kind of in that mode of here we go, I'm going to be speaking about culture, I'm going to be speaking about team, I'm going to be speaking about, how do we be our best, all those types of things. I just think it's a good time to even explore more of that with you. So anyway, that's why I'm coming to you today with this. And today I'm going to talk about the show Ted Lasso, because I don't know if you've watched it. I'd been told by people, coaches and people in athletics, been told by a lot of people, you got to see Ted Lasso for this past year. And I was like, okay. And people are saying, gosh, there's such great messages, and he's so positive, and he says a lot of things that you say. And I was like, sure, okay, and it's funny too. So I started watching it over the Christmas holiday, over the Christmas break. My wife and I were able to get a chance to watch it. So we binge watched basically season 1. It is outstanding. It's become our favorite show, and you have to be able to deal with the fact that there is a lot of swearing, a lot of F-bombs. Those of you who cannot pick up on British accents really well, you'll struggle. You'll have to rewind sections, of course. I'm pretty good with that, and there's a lot where I'm just missing. I still have missed a lot of it. And then there's a variety of sex. There's not sex on the show, but a lot of talk about it and a lot of innuendo. And again, a lot of funny stuff with it. It is a very funny show. But, if you struggle with any of those types of things, you might struggle with the show. And it's a shame, because the messages in it are so good. I got to admit, there's a lot of things that, it's Ted Lasso. If you don't know the premise, Ted Lasso is a college American football coach, Division II school level, I believe is what they called it. Maybe the 1AA kind of FCS type of level. But anyway, he gets hired to coach a British Premier League soccer team. Of course, he does not understand the reasoning behind it. We find out in episode 1, the owner of the team, she owns the team now after just an ugly divorce with her husband, and the team was his pride and joy. He's a real jerk, and she wants to make his life miserable, and so she wants to run the team into the ground, and so she hires this American football coach to run it. Well, it turns out he turns people's hearts around. I'm not going to tell you about the game, what happens with the season and all those things. You got to watch the show. But he is such a positive person and such a positive influence, and he has such great, I'm not even going to call them one-liners. Sometimes they are, but they're little, I always figured if, and then some kind of a little bit of wisdom. He's a Kansas guy who is from like a farming, ranching community, I guess you'd say, and he just has some of those homespun kinds of, middle of America kind of wisdom types of things that he uses, and such great messages for kids And, that becomes one of the issues with his assistant coach who comes with them, who is a great character. Every character is a great character. There's so much in it. But his assistant at one point in one of the episodes is upset because Ted's whole thing is I'm not all that concerned with winning and losing, which is something I talk about all the time on here. And his focus is on creating the best team and the best experience possible. So I'm not going to go into, this video is getting long already, but I'm telling you, if you can handle the swearing and you can handle the sexual, innuendo and things like that, check it out. It's so good, and the characters on it are just so good and very funny. But it's the messages and what he's trying to do. But I got to admit, there's things that as he's dealing with, I'm thinking, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't have done it that way. No way. I think he needed to fill in the blank. Again, I'm not going to go into detail. So anyway, check it out. See what you think. If you haven't already checked it out, and see what you think. And can you start incorporating any of Ted Lasso's messages and concepts and ideas into your own coaching? Do you dare do that? I'm already trying to figure out, well, how, again, I've used some of the concepts, the ideas, or but I haven't necessarily done some of the methods. But I think it would be well worth your time to check it out if you haven't already. If you have checked it out and you do like it or don't like it or whatever, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the show, what you think, and if you're fans or not, because I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of us here in the coaching world who love the show Ted Lasso. So anyway, be like Ted, I guess, right? We'll talk to you again next time.